doesn't. You have to be ridiculously amazing. Who's going to qualify themselves? Yay! Kim Barrett's in the house! You'll meet him later. How do you suggest we get people back in the room? What?
I want those videos. The opposite of fire.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah.
Water.
My last training, I'm like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, can we have a photo?
yeah.
And guys, and before we start, maybe you can take some fake photos of all of them, like speaking with the microphone or something. Yeah. Ladies, look at Chloe. She's a queen. Do we look good? Are we doing it right?
I never know what to do with my hand.
Yeah. Queens.
Take your robe off to get that photo done again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, I reckon we should flip. Because Kim's here.
Yeah.
I think we need to flip these two around.
Yeah,
so I'll
that's
recess
fine.
the
Yeah,
time.
thank you. How amazing is our Marcel? She's the timekeeper. She's the master chef. She's my emotional regulator. You know. I don't have a man yet, but I got lots of best friends. Hugs on tap.
Meet all you need from
What's it
your
called? Co-regulation. Yeah, go.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
And I would just love to thank each and every one of you for being here. Like this event wouldn't be happening without you.
Yeah.
I love being around people that invest in themselves, that are committed to their growth, committed to their vision, committed to living their full potential and, yeah, having more fun. Do you want to sit down and be in a photo? Get someone to take a photo? Okay.
Do I have to stop dancing? I put shoes on, but I'm not going to stop dancing. Wait, what?
Quick.
Kelly.
Gemma, just jump in. Okay, I would like to ask whoever's here to grab your seat. Please fill up the front row seats. We're allowed to play musical chairs.
We only pick on people in the back row.
As people are coming in, we are going to start because we are running behind, but we know you are loving it, right? Who here is loving it?
Yes.
Woo! Amazing. So, this is actually my inspiration to create the event. So these gorgeous women by my side are women that I've had the pleasure of working alongside in our online business, helping them unlock next level health, next level wealth, next level time to be with their children, time to travel the world, a retirement plan. These people are focused on setting themselves up for now, but also their future. And I love them like family. So I really would love to ask these ladies a few questions to really share their journey before they were a part of our community, before they started creating wealth online, and how their lives transformed. So I think we'll start with Gemma. So this is Gemma and her sexy man at the back, Nathan. And Nathan actually bought these dream flowers, so now he's my new BFF too. I love them. Gotta love a man that steps up. But it's about Gemma. So a little bit about Gemma is she was a teacher. She's a gorgeous mum of 2 children. She has gotten out of her comfort zone and she is absolutely thriving. She's created over 6 figures in the online space. And tell us about your journey, the before, the after, in a few minutes. No pressure.
No pressure. You've given me the microphone first, Kaz. Like that's plenty of pressure.
Because you're the best leader.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I'm
Yep.
doing that.
Yep.
Ready to go. So yeah, I was a teacher of 16 years, and I had been dabbling in the online space. I think I'd always known that there were different ways of doing things. Like even reflecting, I've got lots of reflecting today, going back to like my childhood, my teenage years, and I'd always questioned the way things were done. And even throughout my teaching career, always battling with the principles and just with my curiosity. And I dabbled in a couple of different online things. A lot of them were low ticket marketing things. I had to wear all the hats, and I was really not making any ends meet. So I was on maternity leave, coming towards the end of my second maternity leave in 2023, and this opportunity came up. Now, funnily enough, it was my mum who introduced me to the water, but we didn't know there was a business model attached to it. And then I met my upline, my dear friend Hannah, who showed me that actually there was an incredible wealth opportunity. And so I remember going to NAIF, it was in the middle of 2023, and I said, hey, there's this thing, the water that we've been drinking, because my mum was in Bunbury and she was bringing us the water, saying, here, use this one to clean your vegetables, use this one to gargle with, use this one. Like, she was just so passionate about it. I said, that water that we've been using can actually get us financially ahead with things. And he's like, oh, Jem, look, you've done this, this, and this. Where has it got you? I'm like, yeah, not very far. So I sat him down and watched a 20-minute video and I said, please, just let's give it a go. And I said, worst case scenario, we're going to have epic water. Now, side note, he's a plumber of 2 decades and kind of knows what's been in our waterways for a very long time, and he's seen it, more contaminants and stuff in our waterways. So he's like, all right, let's just do it. So I did, and I was in the beginning phase, in, out, and I decided 1 month to go all in, and it was, the feeling of success, and I was so proud of ourselves when we actually received our first 5-figure month in the month of May last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. And then I was getting a team underneath me and meeting beautiful people, and I was able then to resign from teaching. I've completely hung up my teaching boots. I've not re-registered, and we now have a pathway, a vehicle to now bring Nathan home, and he's totally on board, and we are now more present with our kids than we ever thought we were. And it's shattered a lot of limiting beliefs that I held. I'm definitely a totally different version of myself from where I was before I found this. So I've made incredible friendships. I've just grown so much, and I just want other people to realise that this is there for them. And I'm looking at so many in the crowd who are part of my wider team, and it's just so incredible that we're all doing this together. So I think that's clearly what I need to share today. So thank you.
You are incredible. And so Gemma literally didn't show up online on social media for a year after
3 years.
3 years. And then she's like, I think I might be able to do this. And as you heard, she's gone on to have 5-figure months. She's been able to be present with her children. So as you heard Pete say, yes, what we do, but it's the outcome. We need a vehicle to give that presence with your children, to be able to have an extra income stream. And what that unlocks for your family is priceless.
And Nathan was here, was it the beginning of the year, Kaz? We had him right in this room, and he stood up on stage and he declared to everybody in the room that he's going to be semi-retired by his birthday in July, and we're on track for that. And it's just so good. So we've got big plans for our future, for our kids' future. We're leaving legacies for them both, and
Beautiful.
Thank you, Cass, for allowing me to be here and share this with everybody.
We love you. Thank you. How do you feel, ladies? Look,
Amazing.
you're inspiring a whole room. I'm so proud of you. And so Jean is a the microphone. So, Jean is a incredible woman. Since saying yes to this vehicle and going all in, she has been able to travel to Bali, to Japan, to Queensland, to Melbourne, and they're all business trips, so they've been a tax deduction, and she's had a lot of fun. I'll let Jean share her story, but she's had an incredible journey of who she's become. So I'd love you to share, how's your life been impacted since being a part of this community?
Thanks so much, Kaz. Firstly, I never thought I'd be up here speaking because it's one thing that it's just like a real nervous thing that I get in my belly, and I think, I can never do that. So I'm celebrating me for even giving that a go today. It's something that you just need to give a go anyway. So I'm pushing through that. And my journey started with mindset because I was the glass half empty kind of girl, and I was always below the line with my language, everything. So I literally, when I started this business and found this, I knew when they say 80% mindset and 20% business, it is so true. So to succeed in this business, we really do need to do the inner work, and I just love the speakers that we've had here today that have really helped us move through our shadow work, and because it's an ongoing journey. I have been in this business now for nearly 4 years, coming up August, and it's been a huge ongoing journey of confidence, of self-worth, of knowing that I'm worthy, of knowing all of these things. And it would creep up on you, and you think you've got it, and you go to push your live button on social media, and you go, oh, okay, let's do this. It is an ongoing journey, and I just feel, I know Rebecca Femia, she's one of my idols in this business. Every time she gets up on stage, she admits her nerves, she says she wants to go throw up in the bathroom every time, and she is a pillar of success in this business. So I know that if I can just be a little bit like her, push through it and overcome that, then I'm on the right track. And the other thing I really love doing for myself is investing in myself. I have spent thousands of dollars on my inner work, on going to beautiful events like Kaz said. I even add in Sweden. I went to Sweden to an event as well. They're all amazing. Going to these events changed lives, really do. And the one in Bali, I was not even 5A. It was a 5A retreat, and I put myself in that room to be with the leaders. I said, I'll come help, I'll do whatever it takes. I was only like 3A or something at the time. And Christy said, yes, cool, come and be a helper. And I got into that room with all those leaders because I just really desire to make this vehicle work for me. So, and I don't care how long it takes. I am here for the long road. That is what it's all about. It's the lows, the highs, it's all of those things in between, and just sticking with it. And yeah.
We love you.
That's it.
You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And beautiful Susan is a beautiful lady that I met 1 year ago because her daughter is a long-term friend, and her daughter, Hannah, in the last year, I just have to share this quickly before I introduce the amazing mum that created her daughter. So Hannah is a beautiful friend. She's a yoga teacher, and she I lent her this beautiful hydrogen-rich water, which we're drinking here and I'll share more about. But I lent her that water in 2017 when she was a yoga teacher at my first retreat. And her hubby said, go all in, get one. And she's like, oh no, I'll save and get it. No. So a year ago, she went and invested in this water, came to an event that I hosted, and she invited a few people, including Gemma and a couple of friends. They came to a presentation that I did, and we had 5 people say yes. Hannah had her first $20,000 month. Incredible. She went on to travel Australia with her 2 children, retired her hubby, and created 6 figures in just over 6 months because of the online vehicle, the automation, the mentorship, the ease. And 1 year ago, Susan was one of those beautiful women that said yes on a call, and her story is incredible. She is in her 60s, she's glowing, she just had a multiple 5-figure month, but I'll let her share her story with you. We love you.
We do.
Oh, I love everyone here. Has been the most glorious day, and it's these days that are the reason I'm in this business and will always be in this business. I am driven, I am so committed, and I love it so much. So what happened with me is I finished nursing at the age of 64, 2021, and I was beside myself with so many things. And it was all about deciding, okay, I'm 64. I changed my mantra to that I'm 64 and there's so much more. So I started to invest in myself. I used all my super. I took everything. I didn't have any money whatsoever. I took it all out and I used it. Went coaching, invested in myself, best thing ever. And because I love this inner journey, someone had said to me, Susan, what is your dream? What is the vision for your life? And do you know, I'd forgotten how to dream. I had forgotten what a vision was. And so I realise now that visions that I had then were absolutely nothing. If you want technicolor visions, you have to bring and live from the inside out. And I had been living my whole purpose, the loving, nurturing self that I am. I love to heal. Passionate about health, passionate about nature, so many things. I had been living from the outside in, and I realised when that landed with me one day that living from the inside out was the only way. And so I began to search for something new, something that I could employ my gifts and all the package of my life for the benefit of others in a different way. So, and I love the community of women. I've always loved the community of women. I love men too, but I just love the fact that women, we've learnt the linear world and we've learnt the flow world because we've been mothers and we have cycles and we cycle together. And so this incredible energy is what the world needs now more than anything. And then our men can become our men. So what happened was I finally, when my daughter was staying with us, this is at this time, she had water and I think I even tried the other product. Anyway, we tried the water and I witnessed her in the journey. This was what my driver was, the witness to see this beautiful girl of mine, this daughter who'd come from being a lawyer to a yoga teacher, to a wonderful, intuitive, amazing, giving, warm, incredible human being. And I witnessed her growth and the support in this glorious business. It ticked all my boxes. I watched beautiful Kaz, so much fun. Watched Kaz, watched this webinar and listened to Hannah and I was all in. I didn't know how, but I was all in. And I wasn't going to question because I knew that everything behind me, my questioning, my past, everything was going to stop me. So I just said to my beautiful, darling partner one day, I said, darling, I really think that this is what I want to do. And I was thinking, how many times have I said this before? But I thought, no, this is what I really want to do. He said to me, okay, I will support you. He said, you know that 100 series Land Cruiser wagon that we've been doing up and we're going to sell to work on our block so that we've got a house to live in, so we can move there and create this dream paradise that we want. He said, we'll use that. I couldn't believe it. I was so, so grateful, and I am so grateful still, obviously. So I listed it, was sold in a week, done. That was it. I had everything I needed with these beautiful products. It was very much about the health, very much about the inner journey. Social media was terrifying to me because I'd stopped. We'd been on this truther journey, digging deep, trying to against the world's such a conspiracy place, all of this. We've been through this whole journey to the detriment of our finances and self-growth in many ways. However, that changed in this business. And it's the most glorious thing. In January, I actually had a 5-figure month.
At 67, she had a 5-figure month in this business. Do you think it's pretty fucking cool?
Yeah. But it's a beautiful team. It's been the most incredible, uplifting, spiritually evolving thing that could ever have happened to me. I had huge money blocks. Couldn't ask for anything, all stuff. So what I'm saying is that this business is very spiritual in a way. And I know that's a word we use because I don't know the other word to describe it. This is about self-growth. It's becoming you. So I'm so passionate about women my age, knowing it is never too late. It is now. Now is the best time. We're riding a wave. It's time to get on that wave and surf.
Woo!
And to rock it, to live in joy and to be your own magnet. So whatever it is, but to have a team, I have the most beautiful women in my life.
Woo!
And I love it, and there's some here today, and they're here because they want this growth. They want to have the experience. They're ready for change. It's time to flick the switch, change, and get moving. And I am so excited and so very happy and joyful and passionate about empowering this in everyone over 60. Thank you, darling.
We love you. What a gorgeous, big-hearted, beautiful soul. Who here is inspired by these women? Yes, everyone in the room. And I want you to let this land. This is the magic. Your message matters. Your voice matters. We are all unique. We are all different, but we're owning our why, our vision. We found a vehicle to amplify that vision, unlock the abundance, unlock the fulfillment, and all the juicy goodness.
Are we able to use the lady's testimony for testimony?
Sure.
Yeah, so right.
We're going to give you the content later. So this is my gorgeous friend Fiona. Fiona is an incredibly talented NLP coach. She's been teaching and coaching on how to become an NLP coach for many years. So she's multi-talented, and her passion is, having multiple income streams, being able to travel. She's a wild woman. She loves adventure. She values her health. Share with us how your life's been impacted being part of this community.
I put shoes on today just for all of you. But those of you who know me know that this is more rare than anything else. Yes, thank you. I'm just loving it. I'm listening to these stories going, oh my God, me too. Yeah, not that age bit, but the rest of it, the fears and the doubts and the insecurities. For me, I actually joined with the water, 7 years ago, and it was internally life-changing. My health leveled up. It gave me mental clarity that I've never had, and as someone who's always suffered with depression and anxiety, which is why I became a coach and why I became a trainer, I needed something to get my head right so that I could do the internal journey. And I have achieved success. I used to have, talk about shoes, lots of them. I used to have the Prada, the Audi, the high-rise apartment in South Bank in Melbourne, and I was so freaking miserable. I remember going to work one day, and my office was right next to a bit of a, what do we call them now? Mental health hospital. And the only person that hugged me to check if I was okay was one of the people from the mental health hospital. And I thought, if you're crazy and I'm sane, society's got a problem. And that was the beginning of a huge amount of change for me. And since then, my version of wealth is being able to do what you love, with who you love, where and when you want to.
Woo!
And that has been my mantra, and I have been on such a journey, my whole life, but for the last 7 years in this business in some way, with this particular vehicle. But I did the whole internal journey and then went, I'm still alone. And I had been a barefoot hippie living in a van for 4 years. And Kaz came back into my life last year. I'd done nothing with it. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do this. This is one of my income streams. This is one of the vehicles. Peter was talking about having vehicles. Just pick a vehicle, get it like a spinning plate, get another one. Get a spinning plate, get another one. It's the more we have, the more wealth we have, the more opportunities we have. So if you're already successful in something, this is another great way. This supports everything about my ideal life, my ideal clients, my ideal people that I have in my life. I'm a passionate raving fan, but I just couldn't be bothered talking about sales and like the businessy stuff. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, the beach is calling. I've been sitting there staring at the beach all morning.
Lifestyle.
It's all about the lifestyle. So for me, the best part about it is being able to be partners and friends. So not just hanging out with people that I love, but coming together and sharing and working together and supporting each other. I do a lot more of the mindset stuff. Kaz does all the, like, get on with it, do the business, and helping in so many different ways. And it really does, the gratitude that I have for literally living life wherever I feel like it, whenever I feel like it, with the people that I love. And I've got students here, I've got friends here, I've got my team. I'm so, so grateful, and I think I've achieved more in the last 6 months with you than I've done in the last 7 years of this business and any other business I've attempted prior. Oh God, I've done them all.
Because she embodies our motto, which is the more fun we have, the more money we make, the more impact we create.
Every day.
Woo!
Every day of the week. And it's very much about aligning with the ideal life that you want to live. Become the version of that supports that. And then you will attract people that are a match to you, and really bringing our fullest expression to it. There's so much space for that.
Oh.
It's wonderful.
She's a queen, isn't she? Love her. This is the gorgeous Rani. Rani is a mum of 2 gorgeous kitties, and I specifically requested her to be on this panel because she's a fucking warrioress. You know, she is resourceful. I have goosebumps. She is resourceful, she is determined, and so am I, and I fucking respect people willing to do whatever it takes. There's people that just put it on finance and hand over their card. It's a different experience to you going, I'm all in, I'm going to create a way out of no way to be in the room, and she does this all the time, and I'm excited to hear a bit of your journey, beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Kaz. That was such a beautiful introduction. How many of you are solo mothers in the room?
Oh, lots.
Half the time.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. How many of you are solo entrepreneurs? Or have been, or even work from home alone? Yeah. So a fair portion of the room. And you guys will all identify with my story. But I hope that you don't get the drastic line in the sand moment that I had, because I was a busy mum, busy entrepreneur, solo mumming for 2 years, running my own business, bootstrapping a business, freelancing, tipping money from freelancing into the business, and tipping money back out of the business to scale. I was carting 2 kids to markets. I was doing all of these things, and I thought I was doing it for us. And I thought I was doing it for a future life that we're going to live in 5 to 10 years' time. And I think society really, we're so conditioned to believe that when we've got a business, we're not meant to make money for the first 2 to 5 years. And then, we hear all these stories about only 20% of businesses make it. So to make it, you've really got to hammer yourself. And that's exactly what I was doing. And I was doing it, look, I thought I was living a great life because I was still able to go down to the beach with my kids when I wanted to, but I was rushing them through the gates of life. And it took a tragic accident in my family where we lost 2 little ones out of our family. And sat there in grief, I actually realised, my kids were in the moment. They were constantly just watching the world unfold. And the only thing that pulled me out of a really deep, dark grief was actually watching them just be present
and get up when the rain happened and the rainbow came out. And, I realised I hadn't got to see a lot of that because I was rushing them literally through the gates. Let's go pick this thing up. Mum's got to go to the gym because she needs some nervous regulation, and this is the only time she's going to get for herself because she's going to be packing boxes till 10 o'clock. And then when you sleep, she's going to be on the laptop typing. And I had this really crazy moment just before the accident where I went out to the cubby house that we shared with the neighbours, and my daughter was sat there and she's typing away. And I went to go up to her and she goes, "No, Mum, busy." And it broke my heart. But I put that in a little basket because I was like, well, what other choice is there? And then when I sat in grief and, my heart was broken and I still had, I literally just did what I needed to survive freelancing and in my business. And I looked over and one of my best friends, who was, someone I'd voice noted saying, many a dark night, there must be another way, And here she was actually living that life that I wanted to live in 5 to 10 years' time. Well, I wanted to live it now, but the only way I saw was the normal way, the traditional way that we're taught to do business and, to be a woman out there in the world wearing all those hats. And yeah, I stop and I honour those boys every day by being the change and showing that you can actually do it differently. And, I spend 1 week with my kids, and then when they're with their dad, I do all my work. And then the 1 week I'm with my kids, sure, I still need to work, but, who in the room has had, as a female, a 4-figure ceiling for a lot of their life, where you're only able to make 4 figures a month no matter what you do? And I hit 5 figures last month, and the most beautiful part of that was I brought 2 beautiful new team into my business, and then that creates the same level of change and opportunity for them. So I feel like we get to pass this baton on, and we really get to make a lasting change for other people, and then their lasting change also helps us. And it's just, I've gained best friends, second mums, amazing mentors, I haven't had a home for 6 months, and Gemma, she constantly, I either park my van in her driveway and sleep, or she goes, why don't you come up and have a night in the bed? And I'm like, okay, I will.
She loves travel,
yeah.
lifestyle.
And when the accident happened, Susan called me and told me, the astrology that from my kids' charts and my chart that was then going to help us navigate this really tough time, and this is the community we get to work and thrive in and share with others. And yeah, it's been such a beautiful, beautiful chapter.
You are incredible. You're a true inspiration, and you spoke so well. Thank you. And so proud of these women, and see how diverse the backgrounds are. It doesn't matter your past, you get to decide, and there's nothing you can't do. So Kelly is an absolutely beautiful friend, and she is a CEO of her business. She has years of experience, over 30 years experience at her business, and she is a powerhouse. And she's a high-level business owner that sees what's possible in our business as a retirement plan, thanks to the leverage that we have. So I'd love to hear a bit about your journey, why you said yes, and what are you loving most?
Thanks, Kaz. I'm still very moved by the story that I've just heard, so excuse me if I've got a little bit of a break in my voice. I just want to start with a quote, and that is, the price that you pay for anything is actually the life that you're exchanging for it. And I think there's been a sentiment through so much of what we've heard today, and it's really interesting how the universe works, because it's almost like there's an accumulation of my story, in here. But the time that you have is just so important, and the choices and the decisions that you make with that time, and what the choices you're making today is actually going to see how your future's going to roll out. And we'll know in a moment why some of the reasons I'm choked up here. I am a single mum with 3 kids, and I've very much been in the business world. I stepped away from corporate when I had my son, and I started my own business. I had no idea what it was going to be at that point in time, and the recruitment business was born. And what I did is I created a lot more freedom than anybody else I knew at that point in time. And I had a lot more freedom of when I worked and how I worked and where I worked. But I still had to work. I still had to fit those hours in the day. So many of them around my kids have been very late nights at playgrounds, sitting there having, with my laptop. So although I had more freedom, I wasn't a present mum for a lot of the time. And when I went through a divorce, I was very much in the doing of life and, just rushing kids from school to sports to, fitting work in between. And I really have lived in my head, and a lot of the exercise today, a lot of what I've been trying to do is get out of my head and into my heart. So a lot of my life has been in that very much headspace, just getting by, ticking the boxes. Now my kids are all grown up now. We have a very nice lifestyle, but I have very little superannuation, and that's when I went looking for a business opportunity, because I knew the time that I had, I'm in my 62nd year, and no one in this room by any means is average, but if we're talking about averages, the average age globally for women is 75 our lifespan and 70 for men. So I've got 13 Christmases left to sit around the table with my kids, and you can all do your own maths, and I need to really compress time. So I was looking for an opportunity where I could use leverage, automation, and really compress time so that I could create a superannuation fund, and also to be able to help my kids enter the housing market. And when I hear some of these stories, what Gemma's setting up and what you're setting up, for your kids, and I've missed out on doing all of that for my kids. So what I can do now at my age is, my big why is to be able to create time, create holidays, create space for them that I wasn't able to do when I was younger. So we also have the water from my son researched and found this water, 6 years ago, and I could have stepped into the business then. So sometimes things are right in front of your eyes, and you're not actually aware and open. So become very, very conscious of the time that you have, the decisions that you're making today for you and your families, because they're actually going to set up your tomorrows, and the time with your kids, for yourself, because as women in particular, we don't tend to take that time to nurture ourselves. It's just so valuable and important to be present and to be able to live from that heart space that Susan was speaking about. And this kind of vehicle, this kind of opportunity creates that time and space and allows you to buy back your time and have a vision for yourself and for your children in the future. Because coming back to that quote, our time that we're exchanging is the lot for our life. We say something costs too much, but we never go back and go, what's the time? What are we investing in? So you need that leverage business vehicle to actually be able to buy back that time and create that space for you.
Love you, love you, love you, love you. So we have women in their 30s and their 60s that have created 5-figure months, but also been able to unlock presence, time freedom, hope and faith for their future, their retirement plan. And who has 5 minutes for me to quickly share a little bit about what we do? Yeah, perfect. All of you are hungry to know. So we have, number one, we have an offer that people want, need and love and use every day. One of our incredible offers is this hydrogen-rich Kangen water, right? These ionizers that create incredible water that is rich in molecular hydrogen, so many health benefits. But when we share this offer, we unlock true health, but also a way to earn incredible wealth. So how it works is we actually have systems that work for us, including a sales team that close our sales for us, which buys back our time. So this automation allows us to be at the beach, doing what we love, while someone on the other side of the world is watching a masterclass, learning how they too can create more time, more money, more freedom, whatever it is, the outcome that they truly desire. So one, we have the product that people want, need and love. The vehicle, right? The vehicle to actualize that outcome of time, money and impact. But then we have the automation that allows us to make money while we sleep. Because we have leverage. We have other people doing the sales, doing the step-by-step, how to launch your business, step-by-step mentorship, being in the room with multiple seven-figure leaders telling you step-by-step how to do this. And then number 3 is we have a personal brand, which is our social media, where literally we express ourselves, we share what our lifestyle, we share what lights us up, and every now and then we share how you too can also live this lifestyle by design, also unlock an extra income stream. And people all over the world are saying yes to these businesses because of what has happened in the world. You know, they're sick of doing things on their own. They want an additional income stream. They want more leverage. They want to buy back their time. So we have an irresistible offer that people want, need and love because of these 3 factors. So I would love to have a conversation this week with any of you that are looking for a vehicle of how to unlock more health, how to unlock more time freedom, more wealth. And this is a vehicle that a couple of sales creates the 5-figure month because it's high ticket versus low ticket. So if you would love to know more about how to really up level, really be able to set yourself up for legacy wealth, generational wealth, and 5 sales, 5 people saying yes after they watch your webinar, that creates your first $20,000. 15 people saying yes unlocks 6 figures. 150 people saying yes through the beautiful social media world, 150 people unlocks $1 million. So it's not thousands and thousands of people, right? We teach you how to create content, how to rock ads, which brings in leads that are looking for the time freedom, adventure, abundance. Then we have a sales team that actually closes sales for you and mentors that mentor everybody to create their first 5 figures. So we've taken all the hard work and actually supported you. So I would really love to share a little bit more about this. If you would love to book a call with me this week, I will be at the back. You can come, I'll get your number and we'll book a call and we'll make a plan for you and your game plan to create the wealth that allows you to fully live. And we'll see if what we do is in alignment with your values and your vision. How's that sound? Yeah. So I'm excited to connect with you and create your game plan so you can enjoy more time freedom, more community, more sisterhood, more fun. And now we have beautiful Jess. In a moment. Yeah. We'll bring Marcel up to share. You decide. and why
Thank you very much.
And why Marcel's here, I'd love her to say in 1 minute what you love being about part of our community and what encouraged you? Marcel's watched my journey, living in Bali, creating 5-figure months, all the things. What inspired you to be I'm all in?
Good question. It's a very good question.
Travel.
Yeah, I'll work it out. We're like sisters, right? So as you can have your chance see already. In a minute, basically, I've gone on a healing journey. Everything you got today, I've been through for the last 12 to 15 years. So what I got in my career as a coach, I do coaching myself, and when I got into hospital last year with a perforated bowel, I was basically on a drip and actually fasting because I had a hole in my bowel. So I was in the hospital for a week. And what got me present to making a change is that I was not capable of taking care of my clients. So I just actually had a big awakening while I was in hospital by myself for a week, and I went, I could actually be doing what I do with my clients and help people to do the online business and actually mentor them, because I have the skills, I have the passion, and I could actually be leveraging not only the water, which I was already drinking, but really stepping into the space so I can create leverage. Because that's, for me, what was when I'm out of my business stops. So I think that for me was like the big awakening. And I've been on a roller coaster, amazing ride with Kaz over the years, traveling, doing the things, and being a huge fan. And now it's my time to step forward and own it and owning it.
More holidays together.
And look, just to finish off, in 2022, when the borders opened in WA, I was actually living with Kim for 4 months. She housed me for 4 months. Thank you, Kim. And when the borders opened, I actually thought to myself, you know what, if I go and get a rental or go do the same thing that I've always done, I'm always going to get the same thing I got. So I packed up my stuff. I flew to Tasmania. I ran a retreat in Tasmania that I co-created, and I've been travelling ever since.
Woo!
So I've been living the freedom lifestyle because I'm a real deal person who does that. And I've been creating a business online, and I've been making an impact with community around Australia, Bali, and Japan.
Woo! We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, thank you, ladies. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes.
Yes, take your chairs with you.
Yeah.
For the moment, we're just going to take care of some laptop stuff and screen stuff. And what I'd love for you to do, we've got some music on,